Welcome to my first YouTube video on the channel Fit Princess. So today I just did my everyday makeup look. This is the look that I do when I'm going to work, going to run errands, going to the gym, all of those things, or if I'm just lazing around the house and I want to make myself feel a little bit more presentable. Maybe someone's coming over, I don't know. But this is the first look that I'm ever doing on this channel. Hopefully on this channel I'll be able to do lots of things like fitness, vlogs, and mostly makeup because I love all of those things and they make me happy, and that's what my YouTube channel is going to be about. Things that I'm passionate about and things that I love. Hopefully you'll be able to learn some tips from this video, learn some tips from me, and please like and subscribe if you get to the end of the video and you liked what you watched. So keep on watching if you want to see how I created my everyday makeup look. So this is me completely fresh faced, and I'm going to use the Aloe Vera Smoothing Day Cream by The Body Shop. So I just put that on my finger and apply it all over my face. I like using this one because I've got pretty sensitive skin and it's really lightweight, so makes me feel nice and fresh without being oily, which I do have quite an oily T-zone, so I like to take care of that. Okay, now that we're finished with that one, I'm just going to wait until that really sinks into my skin and then we'll start using a foundation. Alright, so for foundation, on a everyday basis, I don't really like to use a thick consistency, so I actually use the Garnier Skin Naturals BB cream, and it's the oily to combination one. Because it's quite runny, I like to place it straight on my beauty blender. I just got this one from Cosmetics, and then whatever's left on this, I just put it on my eye area. And then I just start going dab, 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 and on my neck as well. And I just keep buffing that in. The reason that I like this one over a foundation is because it makes my skin actually look like my skin. And I've got a fair bit of redness on my cheeks as well. So it really eliminates that, which I like. Do a second pump of that onto my beauty blender just to make sure everything is 100% even. Okay, so now all of that is blended out. I'm going to bring you guys a little bit closer just so you can see my skin consistency at the moment. So that's my skin. Where are you? So the second step for my base is the Maybelline Age Rewind, and I use the shade Fair. So I don't put this all over my face, I just like to dab it on the areas where I have a bit of darkness and some extra redness that the Garnier BB cream couldn't cover quite well because my skin is quite red. Then I just dab it in with my beauty blender again. So what I'm doing at the moment is I'm actually just pressing the beauty blender like a bit more roughly into the areas where I have expression lines. So I like to make sure that the BB cream and the concealer have all really blended into those areas. And I like to just quickly powder my face just so nothing moves. So what I'm using for this is I'm using the Rimmel Stay Matte in translucent, or actually I think it's transparent, yeah, in transparent. And I just use a big brush, and I only put this on my T-zone because I like to leave my face looking a little bit dewy because it makes it look slightly more natural. After that, I like to do my face all at the same time. So at the moment, I am using the Models Prefer Contour Collection, and this has highlights and contour shades in it, as well as a bronzer. So I've very much loved this. I've hit pan on 3 colors, which are the main 3 colors that I use. I'm just grabbing the darker shade on the end there. And I just put that through my cheekbone line. And then, because I haven't put any powders on this area of my face, I like to take my beauty blender again and just soften that all out so it looks a little bit more relaxed and natural. Why won't you come off, you cheeky thing? I'm going to put that one all over my temples. Just tapping off the excess every time you put a powder on your brush so you don't get too much product going onto your face immediately. You can always build it up, but it's very hard to take it back. It just brings some warmth back into my face after I put the BB cream on, because that can really take away a lot of your natural shades and shadows. On an everyday basis, you don't have to curl your eyelashes. It's just that mine are very flat. They're long, but they're flat, so I like to perk them up by doing some serious curling. When I used to do this step, I used to get in a really bad habit of actually making crease lines in my forehead. I try to give myself a bit of a resting face, so then I don't create lines where I've just put all of my BB cream and powder. My best friend, one of the first times she ever came over to do sort of a makeup-y thing, I was using this and she thought it was the scariest contraption ever. I think we were about 15, and she turned around to go wash her hands and turned back around, and I was aiming this at her eyeball and she shat herself. It was so funny. So the eyelash curling process takes me about 2 to 3 minutes. I'm pretty sure it's the longest process in my whole makeup tutorial right now for my everyday makeup, just because I feel like lifted eyelashes make you look so awake and it just really makes a nice effect. So I like to take my time with it and make sure that my eyelashes aren't being all twisted around, so when I put mascara on them, they don't go all funny and weird. Ow! If you're unaware of just happened, then I pinched my skin with these. They're a scary contraption. I'm not surprised my friend was afraid. Not surprised at all. The next 2 things that I'm going to do is I'm going to put a black eyeliner on my top waterline, and I'm going to put a brown eyeliner on my lash line, and then just buff it out so then it looks a little bit more natural. This bit is a touch scary, so I may not put it into the video. Bonjour! Woo! This is just the Maybelline Master Precise Black Eyeliner. Sorry I didn't tell you that before. And now I am using the Soft Khol Gel Pencil from Rimmel and in the shade Brown. I'm just going to place that on the outer edge of my eyelid. And now I'm just going to take my Luxe Petite Crease Brush by Zoeva, just because it's got a little bit more of a pointy tip. It just helps to buff out that colour there. My face is seriously so creasy. I have creases up here, I have crease lines here, I have crease lines here, I have crease lines on my eyelids. It's ridiculous. That's pretty much all I do with my eyelids on an everyday basis. I don't like to do any more than that. It just makes my eyelashes and my eyes look a tiny bit deeper. Brown is also really nice to use for blue eyes because it just makes them pop a little bit more. So I do my face in a lot of different bits and pieces because I'm usually rushing and I'm going, oh, I need to do this, oh, I need to do that, oh, I need to do this. So the next thing that I would usually do is I take the NYX blush in the shade Mocha. It's very well loved, so it does not look in the best shape, but it's just a really nice mauvey pink color, and I just pop that on the back of the apples of my cheeks. So before starting my eyelashes, I'm going to fluff up my eyebrow hairs. So I just take a spoolie and I lift them right up into the air. Like right up. Like Count Olaf. Do any of you know that guy? He's from a series of Unfortunate Events. Jim Carrey played him. Oh my god, he was so funny. In the movie. There was a TV series as well. And Neil Patrick Harris played him, I think, yeah. Oh, he's so cool. Okay, now my eyebrows look all crazy and weird and Count Olaf-y. I'm going to do my eyelashes. So I use the Lash Sensational Fan Effect Mascara by Maybelline in the shade Black, and it's the waterproof one. I like the waterproof one better than the original just because it makes sure my eyelashes stay up all day. So when I'm doing my eyelashes, I take whatever mirror I'm using and I place it underneath my chin so that I look down and flick my eyelashes up, and it just avoids getting product all over my lid. So I could get product on my lid, but it's going to decrease the chances of that by a long shot. Does anyone have a moment where they sort of just instantly fell in love with makeup? My first moment where I just became obsessed with makeup, I was watching the movie Burlesque when Cher and Christina Aguilera are like backstage and Christina's all been left behind and they all went to go get pizza without her. Oh my god. Why wouldn't you want to go get pizza with Christina Aguilera? Yeah, so she was left behind and then Cher comes up to her and tells her that her makeup brush is like all weird and old, and then Cher does her makeup for her and she like turns to the mirror and oh my god, she looks so stunning. That is the first time I was like, I need a red lipstick. I need an eyeliner. I was obsessed. From then on in, out again. Well, that's inwards. I want outwards. Hello world. Ugh, I'm disgusted by myself. Next, what do I do after that? What do I do? Okay, so the next step I like to do is my eyebrows. So I've just bought this product. I think I used it ages ago, but I used the blonde shade and now I like to use a bit of a darker shade just because my hair's gotten darker as I've gotten older. And it's the Maybelline Brow Precise soft brown pencil. It's got the spoolie on the end, which I used earlier, and then the pencil on the other side. If I'm being 100% honest with you, I used to use the L'Oreal, I think it was like the blonde shade. I don't know, it was like too like orange and it made my eyebrows look really weird. One day my boyfriend even said to me, why are your eyebrows orange? I was like, thanks love. Yesterday I went to, wasn't yesterday, who am I? It's Tuesday today. When you're watching this, it'll be like Wednesday or whatever day it is. But on Sunday, this weekend, I went to Chadstone with my sister and we went into Priceline and I was like, I just need an eyebrow pencil. Anyone will do. I just need it to be brown. And I went and picked up a NYX eyebrow pencil in the shade brown. And I was like, oh, I just really need like, not blonde. And I picked it up and it is like red. And the shade is called brown, but it's like red. Not brown, red, okay? Can you see? Do you see what I see? Do you see what I see? People are gonna unsubscribe. They're gonna be like, oh my god, this chick's so weird. But so I guess I could tell you a tiny bit about me before I leave this video. I'm 19. I live in Bendigo, Victoria, Australia. What else? I am the youngest in my family. I've only got one older sister, and my mum and my dad. I live in the middle of nowhere also. So if you ever want to come and visit me, prepare for like a 20-minute trip. It ain't 5 minutes down the road. So the trick that I like to do with this brow gel, I was actually inspired by my cousin Tilly. She has the most beautiful eyebrows. Seriously, kudos to you, Tilly. I'm so proud of you. I have quite sparse eyebrows, but she does this thing where she like flicks up the hairs and makes it look really natural and fluffy, and I literally lift the hairs vertical and then I just flatten hairs slowly. So then it's still kind of fluffy, but they're sort of natural. And now the last thing that I have to do is put a tiny bit of highlighter on and then set my face. Today I decided on the Becca highlighter in Moonstone. I was going to use a Colourpop one, but you know, I felt like being bougie today, so tap that off and just put it on the high points of your face, which I'm sure you already know how to do, because who doesn't talk about highlighter on YouTube? Who doesn't? I love this highlighter. It's so pretty. Mwah! Mwah! And finally, I'm going to take the NYX Dewy Finish Setting Spray, and I try to avoid the center of my nose, but because it's a natural day, I like my skin to look as natural as possible. I want a dewy finish. I don't want matte finish, even though I do have an oily T-zone. So I spray it. So this is the finished look. I didn't really do much with my hair. I just swept it over to the side because this is how I wear my hair every day, and this is an everyday makeup look. So I thought I'd just leave. I just wanted to say thank you so much for watching my first video on this YouTube channel, Fit Princess. I thought that name was appropriate because I love fitness and I love girly princessy things as well. So I'd love to show you all of those things in my life. I hope you liked it. So press the thumbs up button down the bottom, and I would love, 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 love it if you would subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!